stranger. Hey guys, welcome to the 10 o'clock live chat. I'm Heather. This is Renee. I am, now I can hear, that's out of my normal thing that I say. Now I'm going to stumble. But I'm Heather. I'm Director of Education here at Luminess. And guys, we come to you each and every day to show you Luminess. And there's so much to show you, from skincare to color cosmetics. And of course, you know us for this thing.
The best.
The most amazing thing. Now, Renee is with our Luminess beauty team. She is a field director out in the big wide world.
Of the East Coast.
The big wide world East Coast.
Yes.
And Orning, Robin. Orning, good to see you, Orning. She forgot the morning.
I see that. Why you gotta call people out?
Oh, they call me out all the time. And it's part of my job. It says it in my job description.
Okay, call people out for spelling mistakes.
They would wonder what's wrong if I didn't.
That's true. They'd be like, "Are you sick today?"
Yeah, what's wrong? Oh, Heather's not feeling it today. Oh, Diane loves our cosmetic line and skincare line. Diane, you're so right. We have amazing skincare. If you haven't started using our bamboo polish morning and night, you're missing out on so much. I'll tell you what, when I started using it morning and night, like this part of my face looks amazing.
Oh, that's a very good part of her face.
Just right here.
Well,
that's
Heather,
flawless.
I wanted to come in today because I've been having a little bit of shine going on. So I wanted to see if maybe you could teach us something about that.
So that is a big factor for a lot of people, especially in the summer. She lives in Florida, which is similar to our Houston humidity heat. Our soupy weather. Have a soupy day. But I'm 51 and stressed out. Why, Diane? Why are you stressed out? Please don't be stressed out. Hey, Casey.
Stress.
Hey, Julian, Lysandra, Donnie. Hello. I have to say hi to everybody. So there are a couple of things that I would do if you are shiny. Hey, Shoni, good to see you, my friend. Julian, products for eye bags. See, we get a lot of questions. Popping and go. So first, let's address shininess, and then I'm going to do bags.
Bags too?
No, I do not. So the one thing you'll want to, well, there's a couple of things. So yes, everybody's like powder. Basically, powder would be great. Our translucent powder is thebomb.com. What I love about our powder is everything is milled 2 to 3 times, even sometimes more. And you see me use this underneath my eyes here. So to bake or to do a color, to protect that area when I'm putting on eyeshadow. But this is something you can most certainly take with you and powder throughout the day. Because if people are shiny, like, you're shiny.
Yeah.
And that's something that would like help throughout the day. Now I will tell you, and I'm just going to do it down there to show you. So look, bam.
Wow. Gone.
And what's great about this, it's wonderful for any skin type. So it's not going to leave, if you're darker skin tone, it's not going to look ashy or anything like that. And once you're airbrushed, what I end up doing, if I'm going to powder like Renee, who, would get shiny, I don't get that shiny, maybe sometimes in my T-zone. So sometimes I powder, sometimes I don't. It just feels like whatever mood I'm in. But what I like to do, because remember when I do eyes, I always tell you this, the first spot you hit is where most of the makeup is going to go. And that's the same on blush. I'm just kidding. On powder. You don't know why I said blush. But so just think about that. So I kind of like to tap it on. Light taps. Now she has some shimmer here. So I definitely don't want to do a lot there because obviously we want that shimmer. And so I'm now going to dust it through.
Got it. So you go over the shimmer, but you already had put the powder.
But I put most of it here because most people, even if you're, I don't like to say girls are oily. I like to say glistening.
Oh.
So even if
I thought you were going to say you're old like me.
She turned 21 yesterday. it's mainly T-zone area. And then what's helping her is that she does like this shine here. So we can keep that. And so I still like to just do, and then I'll just brush it lightly through to kind of go over it. Now, I will tell you, one of the best things to help with shininess is Velvet Veil. It is, hi. It is, Musette, I'm gonna get you on this person. Velvet Veil is one of the most amazing products. Not only does it's something you're going to put on beforehand. You can put a moisturizer on, but then you're going to put the Velvet Veil on. The Velvet Veil is something you're going to put on right before airbrushing. And we did that yesterday because I used it yesterday, but you can also put it in certain areas. So if she knows she gets shiny in these areas, then she can put the Velvet Veil on then, or in that area.
Makes sense. So because I was using more of my airbrush primer that's moisturizing, so maybe.
Oh, no.
So maybe now for the summer, because I don't feel like like you said, I don't feel like I get as shiny in the winter. Humidity is lower, all that stuff. But maybe I need to change my primer and then set with the powder. So then I won't get that, because I can see it's definitely more matte. Right. But if I can prevent the problem
before it happens, that Velvet Veil is the answer for a lot of things. A lot of things. I mean, I know a lot of you want to bathe in it.
It's like a filter, like a filter for all of your little nooks and crannies that you don't want to share with anyone.
But I always say it's a blur, because it blurs so much. It blurs like, and one thing it does help with is redness. I have a little bit of redness and broken capillaries here, and so that's not something I was expecting when I first put it on. And I was like, oh wait, what?
So it kind of acts like an invisible makeup too?
It's basically a filter for your face. It's a Snapchat filter to make you look flawless before even
apparently I'm missing this every day. I thought, to be honest.
Bye, Diane.
Mm-hmm. Go. Oh, bye, Diane. And thank you. Someone said happy birthday. Thank you. I felt like this was going to be too matte for me, but maybe because when I first tried it, the humidity and the temperature and the environment that I was in was totally different. So I kind of didn't want to I felt a little hesitant to come back to it, because maybe it's just seasonal for me. Right.
And it could be.
Right.
I mean, it's just, I always tell them to try different things. One of our rules is before you take your makeup off, try something different. So, thank you, Musette. I was like, Musette, get. But yeah, we'll ignore. But anyway, you try something different. Okay. So whether it's a smoky eye, now with Velvet Veil, it's something you put on first, but always try something different. And they hear me say this all the time is I'll try, like, we'll come out with a product and I'm like, oh, we have this, it's cool. And then I'm like, I don't know if I'm going to 100% love it. I mean, I know I like it, but like, eh. And then what happens, it usually becomes my favorite.
Okay.
So if one thing I love about Luminess, and you've been here long enough where you know, it's always fixable. It's always adaptable. Mm-hmm. And you can use part of it, you can use all of it, so I like the fact that this is something you can put in certain areas. We have some people that have, just certain areas on their face that they need to cover and not the whole thing. So McMarwin, is that how you say it?
McMarwin, I guess.
McMarwin, hello. Good to see you. I know, Musette. That's why I called you. Musette, and when Danica was on.
They're your muscle.
Actually, everybody does. But Sarah, I did get your email, and or your message. I will message you on Facebook where you message me. Yeah, those are things that might be coming out. But we have the 5-piece brush set, which has a lot of those. So I'll message you later. But anyway, yes. So you can also use our matte foundation. I will have to say that with the matte foundation, me personally, if I was shiny, like, if you're shiny, you're shiny. I would probably go to Mystic versus matte because
First.
I like Mystic better.
Mm-hmm.
But then again, you have to try it.
So it might be too much of a jump to go to Velvet Veil and matte.
Yeah.
And you might feel like too matte at that point. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So
there is like, I do want like a natural finish. So I don't feel like I'm that oily to double dip into.
Are you doing, which foundation are you
Mystic.
using? You are doing Mystic?
Yeah.
So yeah, I would keep Mystic and do Velvet Veil.
So change one variable at a time.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Because if I changed both, I wouldn't know which one was doing the too much
doing
matte.
The job.
Yeah. Because I could
or not overdoing it.
Right. Right. Because then I could be like, whoa, this is too matte. And then I won't know which product made it matte.
Yeah. And that's a good point of doing like halfsies or, like half steps where you're like, okay, let me do this one. Does that work? Okay. Okay, let me do this. So to see what your combination is, we always tell you guys that, you're not going to be an expert the very first time you use it, and to take 7 days in a row to use it and do it. Same thing with, change it up. If it's not making you look flawless, feel amazing, and you're walking with a little pep in your step, then we need to tweak something. Luminess can be everything to everybody, but my steps could be different than yours, could be different than Renee's, because our skin's so different and all of that. So
that's great that we have the flexibility within the same brand.
Yes.
To kind of create your custom, it's like custom makeup.
Oh, it is.
And its own tweak. Like I see like Meg mixes half silk and half matte. Mm-hmm. And I've mixed different things together. So I haven't tried that combo yet. Mm-hmm. So who knows? There could be maybe all matte is just too much.
Right.
So maybe even since I love Mystic, maybe I can try a little bit of Mystic and a little bit of matte. Maybe on a different day that I try Velvet Veil or on half or whatever.
Yeah, you're going to find a lot of different combinations that work. And that's what I love saying is like this little guy in our makeup it can be that tinted moisturizer. It can be that medium coverage. It can be full-fledged balls to the wall coverage. It can be everything to everybody because on different days, I like different things.
Yeah.
My daughter started school again, and I'm taking her to a new after school. She goes to an after school care program, and it's a new one from what she has been going to. Well, I do makeup every day, and sometimes it's a lot of makeup because I'm showing you different ways to do it. And I was like, oh, okay, today we're going to do a natural look because I didn't want to show up with like, woo, because I have to explain what I do. Right. And so I could still use Luminess. I didn't have to change it up or do something different. I was able to do anything I liked with what I have, which is great. Musette says, it's the bomb.
It's the bomb. Mystic does give more coverage. I love coverage. I love coverage.
Yeah.
I think I started on Mystic. I think I jumped right over Silk.
She's like, I like coverage.
I like to cover.
I like to cover this area.
I like to like coverage from like here to like down to my toes. But yeah, just like trying different things also, like different combos, you'll see what works for you.
Oh yeah. Yeah. And that's why I try to show you everything. Like it might not be my day-to-day thing, but I do try to show you different things. So you can see. And again, guys, play with it. Do you know how I know all about this? Do you know how I know this? Did I read a book? I got my hands dirty. I played with it. I messed up. And I think I told you this. When I first started learning how to airbrush, I practiced on my friend's boyfriend and I did everything wrong. On purpose. Like I filled in his lips. I did like all kinds of things because I had, I was just having fun with it. Like what happens if you are too close? What happens if you pull back to me? And that teaches you so much. This is one area that I have to say that you do learn from your mistakes.
For sure. And you play with it and you get your hands dirty because there is no way that anybody who does makeup has done makeup and just picked up a brush and just like nailed it like the first time.
Oh no.
Because you don't know how it feels. You don't know, what's pushing back your skin and your brush and all of those things. And when I first got mine, I did something similar. I took the green color corrector and I was like, maybe I need to kind of like even out my redness. And I was green.
You look like the Wicked Witch of the
West.
West.
Yeah. I was like, oh, well.
There you go.
Well, then there's that.
So on Fridays, we do Flub Up Fridays. And I did that where I sprayed one side the correct way and one side if you sprayed too heavy, and it was green. And it was harder to cover up. Again, if you're not airbrushing the correct way, if it feels heavy or cakey, if it feels sticky, if basically you can see it going on, you're not airbrushing the right way. And so if you know that, you can get to that point, if that makes sense. Like, I mean, it should be, you should be able to touch your skin as soon as you airbrush. Like, it should not be wet feeling at all. If you're spraying and I'm like, what? Is anything coming out? That's good, because we're not doing traditional makeup.
Yeah.
This is not your mama's makeup.
Not at all.
Shoni loves Mystic as well. Yes, you need to play to get that perfect look. You aren't using a lot of makeup by playing. No, you're really not.
No, yeah.
Christina, that's very true.
That's such a great point, Christina, because people think that you are, oh, I don't want to waste my makeup, or
Musette calls it liquid gold.
I don't want to waste my liquid gold. But if you're trying something, you don't have to do your whole face. You can try just a part of it.
Yeah.
Like, you can try, and you're definitely not going to be burning any holes in those eyeshadows. So
use the eyeshadows.
Use them.
But I mean, you guys see when I'm even doing, so the other day I did my makeup, I started with shade 14 and did a couple of passes, and I'm like, okay, obviously, but it didn't look heavy, cakey, spotty, or anything. And then I airbrushed a 3 on top, and it evened everything out. So showing how light you're spraying, how forgiving it is. And then I did do one where I was too close, and then you could see spots everywhere.
Yeah.
And all that. I mean, playing with it will make a huge, huge difference.
Nice. I love that, because then you don't feel like overwhelmed. And you know what I do too is, before I go to bed, like you said, I do always play with my makeup. And like, not always, I mean, of course, not every single day, but I do, like, I want to put this color in the crease, or I want to try that lipstick on. And it's like, okay, who cares now? Because I'm just going to wash it off. Yep. So that's the perfect time. And really doing that. You want to try a winged eyeliner? Don't try it in the morning before you got to go to a meeting, or right before you're going to that wedding. Don't you dare try it. Yes. Then you practice, like, and you're like, okay, I flubbed up, and like, whatever, I'll just take it off, because I gotta wash my face off anyway. So try that lipstick, try that eyeliner, try that technique right before bed, and
doesn't matter.
You're taking it off anyway.
Yep.
And if you look really good, then you take a few selfies, and then take it off.
And then you get your little circle light that we have here that makes such good light. Yeah, it's awesome.
I always feel like I have to sing when I'm around you.
Yeah, people do. We even had Jana singing yesterday. I don't know what it is. I don't know. My daughter does it now too.
Lily.
She's so funny.
She's like, Mom, I need Cheerios.
I need my milk and cartoons. That's basically what she was saying today.
I heard Lily had a struggle on the struggle bus this morning.
She was struggling. But it's okay. We're all allowed one day. I ignore it.
My makeup always turns out better when I'm just messing around.
That is so true. If you have an event to go to and you're doing your hair and all this stuff, you're like, something will happen. But if you're like, oh, I just need to run to the grocery store,
then you look like an Instagram model.
What?
I saw your Instagram model pose yesterday. So we did this post up for our consultants, and she's like, here's my Instagram model pose. And just like,
no, you have to go.
Like, you're thinking of something,
and then turn to the camera.
I look like a goof right now. What?
And kind of leave your lips open a little bit.
Yeah, you know what you forgot? To close your mouth. That's what they're thinking right now. They're going, oh.
No, you have to leave your mouth open. Like you're about to say something. What? I look amazing.
What in the heck is happening?
You look like you're in deep thought. Okay.
I never know what to do with my hands. I feel like, see, it's so fun.
Renee's like this.
See these giant hands. I'm like,
wait, she told me right before you start, she's like, I'm so glad your head's bigger than mine. I'm like, rude.
I didn't say that.
She's like 8 feet tall. So I mean, not 8.
I am not 8 feet tall, for the record. Okay, I'm not.
Renee, how tall are you?
Not 8. I wore flats this time,
and I'm always the tallest one.
Always. Everyone says that until I walk into the room.
And when we were in, I think I made her mad, but we're in Bahamas. We were all taking pictures. I'm like, I'm not standing by you. I walked to the other side.
As I'm in there with like 6-inch wedges.
Yeah, she had wedges on and I had flats on.
Yeah, it's
so I was
fun.
like,
okay, so how tall are you?
5'8.5".
She's the tallest. I was 5'8.5" when I was 14.
Yeah.
And then I grew.
So I bet, I'm not going to say how tall she is, but I bet she gets asked if she played basketball or volleyball. Yeah.
Yeah, it's out of control.
Yeah.
It's totally out of control. I'm like, no, I didn't. Because I don't know how to do that.
What part of this looks like I play volleyball? All right, guys, we're having some fun with Renee. Now, remember today, 10 and 11, and that's it for today and tomorrow.
She's going to be taping.
I'm going to be taping. That's for
this is a camera, and I'm going to be
taping.
I'm going this. No, it's this.
I'm going to be recording.
This is fishing.
I'm either going to be fishing or taping. Robin is 6'2".
Oh, go girl.
Tia is 6'3".
Oh, you guys gotta come to the office. I'm 6'1". So
look, we have 6. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, Tia and Robin.
Y'all are like sisters. And then Linda's 5 foot. Love it, Linda. I'll stand next to you because then I'll feel tall.
Well, if that's what you need, honey. If that's what you need.
Thank you.
At least see, she's got a bigger head than mine. I will always take a picture with you, Heather. Because
make my face. Wait, I'm not even. Maybe after I'm contoured, we can take another picture.
Yeah, let's contour. Maybe shove a smaller head.
Put my.
See, I think most of it is hair.
I know. I live in Texas. Hair. The bigger the hair,
I'm like, maybe Heather should tease my hair.
Yes.
Give me some Texas hair.
Texas hair and Dallas hair are different, by the way.
Oh, are they?
Yeah.
See, I don't know this.
What do you think is bigger, Dallas or Texas?
Dallas.
Yes.
Dallas hair is bigger, for sure.
True story.
I thought all Texas hair was Dallas hair, but now that there's a difference, I would definitely say that Dallas is bigger.
All right. Some very good information.
So now you know our heights.
Now your life is complete.
You're welcome.
Yes. All right, guys. I'll be back here at 11. We're going to do full makeup. Boop. One shot.
And thanks for having me, Heather, and fixing my shine.
You're here. We don't get to have her very often, so I'm glad she's here with the fam. All right. All right, guys. Have a great day, and we'll see you soon. Bye for now.